Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or the Art of Relationships. Thank you.
Welcome to the Art of Relationships radio show. Greg has been a relationships expert guest host on numerous radio shows. He promises that this show is for you and to help listeners. This is not about shameless promotions and bragging about himself like many others out there. The Art of Relationships radio show is for you in helping you become more fulfilled, healthier, and happier in your relationships and lives. Licensed relationship and sex counselor Greg Dzinski. The Art of Relationships radio show will cover crucial elements in rebuilding emotional and physical intimacy, plus help in reigniting the passion in your romantic relationships. He also welcomes live calls from listeners in helping with these very challenges. No more tit-for-tat arguments. Greg gets to the root of couples' challenges in a rapid, matter-of-fact format, plus applies compassion and humor. Join in discovering how to improve your romantic relationship and your own life. Listen, laugh, and grow happier. Greg is a licensed professional counselor in the state of Michigan. To others, he's simply known as Master G.
Hey, people, what's going on? This is Greg Dzinski, and this is, of course, Art of Relationships radio show. Oh boy, my voice starting right off, cracking through puberty already. Welcome, people. Hopefully, everybody is doing fantastic this evening. And here, it's Sunday evening, getting ready to start the week, kicking up. Pretty soon, actually, starting tomorrow. We're going to talk to all those sex addicts out there, all those freaks. We're going to be talking about maybe not necessarily what your sexual flavors are. We've done that before. But what do you do, or what do you expect in bed? What do you do? When you get ready to get freaky, making love, banging, just pounding one another, are there expectations that you have? Are there expectations that you want that must be met in order for you to be sexually satisfied? You know what? Some people get into the mood where I would say maybe, expectation and predictability makes you feel safe, makes you feel secure. You know what's coming. No pun intended, or I should say when it's coming. But how many people you look at, and I ask about, do you have a sexual routine going, and do you expect that every single time you guys make love, have sex? Do you expect that? And then, if it doesn't happen, are you disappointed? You know what? Do you end up kicking it up a little bit to where, you know what? I want it this way every time. You know what? He's going to do this, do that as part of foreplay. And you know what? I'm expecting it. And I find some comfort into that. Or how many people out there, when you're getting ready to do the nasty, do you know what? I better not expect what's coming. Yeah, I better not know if she's going to kiss me, lick me, nibble me, whatever. I want her or him to surprise the hell out of me big time, okay? And what's in it for you? What do you expect? Hit me up with chat. Okay, I'm in the live chat if you're using Spreaker, or the Art of Relationships own, what do I want to say? Device apps. There we go, for Android and Apple devices. You can also, if you're listening on Spreaker or on TuneIn too, Also, here is the call-in number for the show with your comments. I want to hear your feedback. Don't be shy. And I know there's a lot of freaks out there that want to talk about, what do you expect in bed? Here's the phone number, 586-212-4196. I want to hear your comments and what do you expect? And do your expectations, let's face it, maybe mine do, maybe everybody else, do they change as the relationship progresses and matures, right? Does that happen? Or do you expect the same thing from day one? Maybe not. You're hoping it gets better, right? Unless it's totally terrible, and then you probably won't expect any more after that. You'll be kicking his ass to the curb, or maybe you're going to be, he'll be kicking yours if you're not that good. Okay. So give me a call, 586-212-4196. And you can also give me a call on any other topics or questions you have as well. You do not have to stick to the topic at all. I'm very flexible. Like I said, the Art of Relationships radio show, this is about you. Okay? I'm all about helping you, so you do not have to stick on the theme. If there's a lot of my students out there that are listening, I'm all over the place, and I'm always bending the rules, or if you want to say bending formats, to serve the purpose of the masses out there and trying to meet everybody's needs as much as possible, even though that's not going to happen. But we're going to look at trying to cover most of the needs out there. So you can hit me up with chat questions as well and give me a call, 586-212-4196. And I'm going to have a little bit of a surprise announcement later on in the show as well. So, getting back in the repertoire of the sexual expectation, so many people, I think people that are less confident sexually, that are maybe, do I want to say squeamish? I'll just say, sexually insecure, body images, or I should say body image issues and the like, maybe not that experienced sexually, that you will end up maybe being safe with predictability, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. If you both are in the same spot, if you both are okay with that, and what do you expect, then that's fine as far as sexually. Do you look at it, or, what will it take to expect more in bed? And I'm talking, not only the physical pleasures and what you expect. Women out there, do you expect to have multiple orgasms every single time? Do you, ladies? Let me hear it. And if you only have one orgasm, are you going to be disappointed? And if that orgasm is only like, oh, and I'm over, instead of your toes curl and that orgasm lasts for freaking 15 minutes, body shaking, whatever, then maybe you're going to be, what do you expect out there to have maybe good sex, to have a good sex life, have a great sex life, right? How many people out there expect to have a mediocre sex life and be okay with that, right? And how many people out there are settling for that? I know sex isn't going to get any better, but I'm going to stay in this situation anyways because I love him. I love her. And do you expect that your partner is always going to be sexually selfish in bed? And how many people out there with that are just you expect your partner? I got to come up with a new word besides expect because I'm already using it too many times already. But, but do you also look at, the situation that your partner is just lazy, maybe just going through the motions? And do you expect that all the time? And you know what? If you don't make the moves, what I mean by lazy, maybe they're not initiating sex. They're not even initiating any caressing, sensual touching, kissing, maybe licking your nipples, licking your chest, kissing your chest, whatever. They're just being lazy, or maybe they don't know how to, or they're afraid to do it wrong. My philosophy is, you know what? As long as you try, you know what? That is cool. Ooh, we got a listener. And because of the connection we have, our sex is amazing. You know what? I love that. And you're jumping the gun. You're already beat me to the punch. That is awesome. The connection, the emotional connection is huge. You know what? And part of this I'm going to get later on in the show is about getting into the predictability and emotional connection. And what happens if the emotional connection isn't there during sex, say majority of the time. Okay, say it is majority of the time, but do you expect the emotional connection to be there every single time? Is that possible? And can you know what? And if it isn't there once in a while, it's just a physical animalistic sex, are you okay with that? If it happens once in a while, can you expect that that's okay? That the emotional connection might not be there 100% of the time, but the physical, it's the animalistic rip your clothes off, and you have that chemistry and chemical connection going on, the horniness between you guys, and are you okay with that if the emotional is there? And the individual on chat, I'm not going to mention your name, but avatar, the eye you have, is driving me nuts. It's a blue, sexy eye. And, I want to know, is it possible that, that the emotional connection isn't going to be there every time, but you can still have a good, satisfying sex life? And everybody knows my take on my theory or my philosophy. It's more of a philosophy, I think, about the total connection, where I want the mind, body, heart, and soul all connected. Is that going to be possible all the time? No. We're human. We screw up. We mess up big time, okay? We have to be okay with that. But, getting back, can you read each other in bed? And how many people, if you're with somebody, you're not tuned into you sexually, or as the individual in chat mentioned, if they're not tuned into you emotionally and picking up on your vibes, and just, maybe they're just doing it to get off, or, oh my God, I get sex once a month. I have to do it no matter if she or he just lays there and goes through it, and I don't feel connection. Everybody knows that's listening to the show, my clients and everything else. I think that's pathetic, and it's sad that you allow yourself to do that, okay? I just think that's ridiculous, and you're selling yourself out. You want someone that's going to be in tune to you, and you want that chemistry, right? We are very in tune with each other. Ooh, nice. You know what? Our bodies just connect like that. And I think that is phenomenal, and I think that's how it should be. Now, it'd also be interesting to chat. How long have you been together, for one thing, right? And you can hit off, the chemistry. And so much research is done, and I agree with the research. There's a lot of it out there. I think it's BS. But this part I do agree with, that, the longer you're in a relationship, the better the sex becomes, because you're more familiar. You know what to expect, maybe sexually. Like I said, 25 years. That is phenomenal. I'm impressed. Congratulations. A lot of people out there aren't making it 25 years. And I think, I think that is, it's incredible. And I give you a lot of props for that. So I think the more people, like I said, the longer you've been together, the better the sex is, that you can read each other. And so many people get into we've been together this long, the sex isn't supposed to be that good, right? the sex isn't supposed to be, it's supposed to dwindle. And everybody knows my take that the societal BS stigma that the sex life dwindles over time in a relationship. And I think it's crazy. And I think that's when I mentioned at the beginning of the show that you both are maybe being lazy. And as an individual in the chat mentioned, that, you know what? That the connection is not there. And you got to have that connection and work on it on emotional, maybe intellectual, and the physical levels. Now, what happens, not only being lazy and what do you expect in bed, we're going to assume you're both attracted to each other, right? And I'm not going to get into, if you're not attracted to your partner anymore, even physically, whatever, then what happens, right? Then you're in trouble. But we're talking about if you're both, say, emotionally and physically attracted to each other, and, what do you expect in bed? And better yet, can you read each other and have the open communication, feel safe about talking about sex, about what you want? What do you want? You know what? Or are you assuming your partner's always supposed to know what mood you're in? What mood you're in for what? And it all depends. You know what? Do you expect, say you go to bed one time, you're expecting, passionate, slow, lovemaking, and all of a sudden your partner is in the mood to just devour you, rip your clothes off, and just freaking tear you up sexually, and you're in the mood for more slow. Can you read each other, and can you be flexible enough to adjust and not be disappointed? With one, right, wanting to be animalistic, passion, rip you up, all kink monster, and the other one, the man, wants to be maybe more slower, more passionate, more eye-to-eye contact when you're emotionally connected that way. Now, can you both pick up on each other and not kill the mood? And how many people have ever been in a situation where you've had sex, made love, whatever you want to call it, banged, whatever, and after you had sex, you have one partner that's maybe both partners came. I get it. But one partner is a little bit disappointed, maybe not fully satisfied. And everyone's out there, hey, Greg, what? We came. What the hell? We came. We're always satisfied. Yeah, there's different degrees of being satisfied. And this is all part of, what you expect in bed. So, getting back to the premise, say you're in the mood that wants to be the kink monster and be a freak, rip the clothes up, and your partner wants to be more slower, more intimate and passionate. And if you read each other, maybe what happens if, like I said, one's in the mood, one's not, to be that kink and all that, are you going to be disappointed? Or can you read each other and just concentrate on the connection between you two, like the individual in chat mentioned a little bit ago, and I'm all for that. I want to get couples, and what you expect in bed, right? I want you to be able to tell your partner what you expect when and maybe how. And a lot of people, Greg, that takes the spontaneity out of it. But if your partner doesn't know, and most of us, men and women alike, there's no gender stereotypes, it is, right, imperative that you explain, you communicate, and be connected to your partner on the emotional and physical level, about what you like and what you want, right? And this is part of the number one thing to being, what to expect in bed is to be able to communicate about what mood you're in with what you want. Or do you just go through the emotions and all of a sudden, you're disappointed? Like I said, one wants to freaking throw you up against the wall, rip your freaking clothes off, and just ravage you, devour you, animalistic, right? Just bang the hell out of you. And you want it more passionate, loving, slow, and sensual, baby. And if you told the one, oh, I want it slow and more sensual, is the one that's in an animalistic mood going to be disappointed. I want you to be able to flip that around, not be disappointed, but concentrate on the connection that each one of your partners is in. And maybe if the one is, say, in the mood to be just slow and passionate, can they flip it up a little bit and get in the mood to be more kinky and more animalistic? Right? This is number one about trying to read each other when it comes to what you expect in bed. It's all about communication, getting each other, and picking up on each other's body language. And that's part of, everyone talks about communication. Yeah, verbal communication. But it's also picking up, reading each other's eyes, reading each other's body language and what they want. Are they more assertive in a sexual mood? Or are they more maybe passionate, more sensual, more loving? And this is what I want to help you guys with in trying to pick it up about what you expect in bed. Number one is communication about your needs. Even before, while you're in the mood, while you're doing it, tell him, tell her what you want. It's not going to be a mood killer. It'll probably entice the mood big time. Now, if you're talking all the time, what the hell was the movie in the Pickup Artist with the chick from Pretty in Pink, right? She goes, oh my God, he wouldn't shut up, right? Said, oh, if you just be quiet for 10 more seconds, I'm going to come. Okay. So you don't want to be talking all the time. I want you to be able to read each other's body language and to expect that you're going to get that from your partner, right? And if your partner's just not in the mood and just going through the motions, you are going to know that. And if you don't, you know what? You need to learn. And I'm going to say that's probably even pathetic if you're not paying attention to that. And that tells me you're being maybe totally selfish and it's all about you. Or maybe that you're pathetic enough to go ahead and just follow through with that, which I think is a little bit nuts. Okay? Okay. I'm going to take a little breather here. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the show. I'm going to be back in a few moments. Pay attention, people. Listen up. And I'm going to give you here's the phone number again. Give me a shout after the break, 586-212-4196. Thank you. If you're looking for that unique, cool fashion statement, check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. She has hand-painted, hand-designed canvas shoes for you, your loved one. It's an inspirational piece unique to your own taste. Check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. Again, that's Shoes by Shay on Facebook.
And now the time has come to tell you. Well, if only you could hear these words I said, you would know my love. Yes, you would. From the first time that I saw you, first time that I touched you, I knew that I needed you. From the first time that I saw you, first time that I touched you, I knew that I needed you.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. This is Greg Dazinski, a.k.a. Master G. I'll have to get into that another time, how I got that name out of a station out of Connecticut. That's another time. But anyways, that song was Maybe I Love You by Rev Right Time and the First Cousins of Funk. They, another buddy of mine, Rev Right Time, lead singer, Pat Ferris, goes by Ferris, and he was in Rev Right Time back in the 90s, believe it or not. He used to tour, his band, Rev Right Time, used to tour with Stone Temple Pilots. So he's big time back in the day, and he's going to be getting the band together pretty soon. So he's a good guy. I love playing good guy, talented people. And I'll be playing his music and bouncing between him and Eric from Skyway Traffic, who you've heard quite a bit on the show as well. So I'm going to bounce them back. So check them both out on YouTube. That's Rev Right Time and Skyway Traffic as well. You can hit him up on Facebook. Pat Ferris, you can look him up on Facebook as well, and also Skyway Traffic, and both of them on YouTube. Sweet sounds, very talented, very cool gentlemen. So, get back on topic, of course. And we're talking about what do you expect in bed? Oh, God, and the chat's going nuts. Good. Oh, yeah. Individual on chat, Kim, I know we said your name before, so welcome back. And, yeah, it's a great song. There, like I said, get back in there, give them props. I did a radio show in Detroit when I met Ferris back a little while ago, actually. Great guy, actually lives in Flint, Metro Detroit area. And talented as hell. Like I said, him and his band, Rev Right Time, toured, world around, nationally, world around. With Stone Temple Pilots. So they're big time. Just down to earth, great guy. Can't say enough about him. Same with Eric from Skyway Traffic. And I will be promoting and playing their tunes. Couple great guys. And very talented. So it's a great mix. And also from the Metro D. Speaking of Metro D, MSU basketball. Yeah, they won. Louisville. Very cool. So, getting back to the topic at hand is, what do you expect in bed? Another individual on chat. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, so I'll keep Usually, unless they give me permission or props to do it, I keep everybody anonymous and everything. In our marriage, I always keep her guessing how intense our next love session is going to be. She never knows what I'm going to do next. I think that surprising her with something different is the way to keep the fire going. You know what? I think that's awesome. And a new individual on chat a while back mentioned about changing up, which is really cool. So the gentleman on chat talks about, keeps her surprising. Does that mean you're going to come out and wearing one of her thongs? Ew. would that freaking work? Would that turn her on? I don't know. Is that what you mean by changing it up? I got to be a smart ass. Sorry about that. But it wouldn't be me if I wasn't being a smart ass and I was being serious too much for the show. So, do you feel each other's vibes and what mood each one of you are in? He just said, no. Good. Whew. I feel happy for your wife too, that she probably don't want to see that either. But you look at the situation and you talk about picking up on each other's vibes and your moods, and your body language is so crucial. Okay, it is so important, and how you read each other. And some people that are all about them, that are so closed off emotionally from your partner, it's amazing. They can't pick up on, I'm talking sometimes subtleties are very difficult to pick up on with body language, facial expressions, and what you want in bed. I'm not even talking in bed, but outside of bed, they have no clue, facial expressions or anything else, let alone, what their partner wants, desires, or expects in the bedroom, countertop, kitchen table, whatever. You know what? And are you able to feed off of each other, if you know what I mean? Can you pick up the sexual energy from your partner and what mood they're in? Remember I talked about before the break, when you get on the situation where maybe you're in the mood to rip her freaking clothes off, right? And just tear her right up. Or maybe she wants to tear you up and you're, oh, baby, I just want to be loving and stare in your eyes and make love. Can we do that? Don't hurt me, please. And you look at the situation. Oh, true. You wouldn't be you without smart-ass comments. You know what? Very much. What? I can read on how it can read. Oh, very cool. That is awesome. Stairs. Ooh, baby, you like to do it on the stairs? What if you got carpet? You know what? You get ass burns, carpet burns on your ass. Ooh, you know what? That's where you make him, right? Sit his ass on the stairs. And you on top, sort of reverse cowgirl style. That way you're safe and he gets ass burns on his carpet. Or wait. I said that backwards. Sorry. Carpet burns on his ass and not yours. So, standing. Oh, you got to be freaking talented. I don't know if I'd have that freaking balance. I'd be falling on my ass, to be honest with you. I'd probably end up in the freaking hospital. Oh, standing on the stairs would be, if he was standing and you were given oral. Oh, wait a minute. Now we got something going on. Oh, damn. In public. You are a freak, Kim. Oh, boy. We already called you a couple of nights. I'm in hiding. What? Oh, God. We got Rhonda back on. Okay. Anyways, we talked about, are you in the mood to be surprised? And how many people out there find comfort in, knowing what to expect, how the sexual experience or episode, there we go, the sexual episode is going to go. Are you okay with that? And how many people, you expect, even, right, if you're into oral? In my personal opinion and forget professional opinion because it's not all about me. I'll say my personal opinion and leave my professional opinion out. But there should be oral involved in sex. Oh my God. Hell to the frickin' yes. And actually, I'm going to do a future show on orally pleasing, right? Women, would you like that? Ooh, ladies, would you? Now, and maybe men, how do men want to be orally pleased, right? And every woman says, oh, I just put my mouth on it and that's it, and I just lick it and kiss it and that's it. As long as he gets off, that's it, right? Ooh, dressing room. We got a couple other listeners. Very cool. You know why? Who told you? That is actually one of my fantasies, doing a dressing room in Walmart. No, I'm kidding, not Walmart. Ew. Oh, I shouldn't slam Walmart, but anyways, orally, do you expect not only part of the sexual repertoire and what to expect in bed, but, do you always expect the same routine orally, right? Or do you change it up a little bit for your partner, ladies? Do you change it up a little bit? You know what? Do you start sucking his balls, his nutsack? Ooh. And maybe not even lick his shaft. Do you do that? Just to tease him a little bit, right? Guys, what about you? How many guys out there, when you start orally, you might start foreplay before you do orally with the sex, had a 30% off while getting off. Freaking hilarious. I love that. Oh, lick his ass too. God damn it, Ron. Oh shit, I shouldn't swear as much. I talked to a publicist about getting my name out there, and he said I have great potential, but I need to not swear as much, and I know that for mainstream media. Oh my God, lick it, bite it, suck it. Oh my God, you guys see the freaks come out of that at night in the Metro D. Gotta love it. Oh boy. Now I lost my train of thought. Now I need a cold damn shower. Anyways, lollipop, gotta love it. But you changed up even orally. Guys, getting back, now I lost my train of thought. Guys, do you automatically, maybe you're, mainly stimulating her with your fingers before you go down and all this stuff. Do you go down and all of a sudden start maybe giving her oral by licking her clit? Do you automatically go right for that? Or can you change it up a little bit? Like a couple texters says about maybe can you flip her over, kiss, and maybe lick her ass a little bit, right? Little ass cheek or whatever. Put a little salt on that, sort of spice it up a little bit. No, I'm teasing. That's just wrong. You don't want salt near that because that would hurt like a mofo, ladies. I'm changing. I'm kidding. Don't put no salt there. But do you lick and maybe flip them over, kiss her ass? Or, can you, instead of going right for the clit, you want to build up, and I love how the gentleman mentioned about build up the sexual tension and the sexual, you know what? You change it up a bit in the sexual tension and the sexual expectation about maybe what's coming next, right? And are you okay with that? Does that surprise it? And maybe you're the only one to be experimental and try new things and change it up a little bit. And if your partner doesn't want to change it up a little bit, do you kick his or her ass to the curb? Do you? Oh, you're lucky I even have sex with you. And, with that attitude, you're dismissed. Get the hell out of here. But, going back to, I always get sidetracked or whatever, bite her thighs on the inside, up and down, all around. We're talking on Facebook about frickin' all these freaky songs earlier. And, do you change it up before? Don't go just for the clit all the time. Can you, flip her over, lick the back of her thighs, lick her, kiss her ass a little bit. Or, I'm giving away secrets here. Not only that, and I'll talk about oral later. Do you just tease, the crevice right where her leg and her crotch come together? The labia majora, right? The bigger lips, the crease right there. Oh God, Rhonda, you were online too, going Make It Hurt So Good. I forgot about that song. Anyways, as you're throwing my mood off. But can you sort of lick the crevice, the crack, right where your leg, the inner thigh, meets her, jewel spot, her rose garden. right? Because of the rose garden. All those pickers in there and stuff. Now, there better not be. If there's pickers in it, you need to run the hell away fast. But you lick on there. And how many guys out there do you actually lick and suck, on the lips? Do you? Oh, and the taint too, right? Everybody say, taint. What's taint? It's a perineum, right? And the taint is the old school, if you're around old school, and I don't know if this is countrywide or just Metro Detroit thing growing up, the taint, right? Taint ass, taint pussy. It's the piece in the middle. It's taint, right? It's officially called the perineum. Where they do episiotomies and stuff when women are giving birth, and they cut the... Anyways, I don't want to gross you out. Get back. So... you can lick that, and some people, you can lick the lip, and you can lick and even suck on the lips. And usually women will get driven freaking wild with this, and they're like, oh, God, just lick the clit, just suck it. By the time they're, and you're teasing, and as a gentleman brought up so eloquently, you're building a sexual tension, and she is not expecting when you're going to. She wants it. She's craving it. So when you hit it with your tongue, your mouth, or even suck on the clit a little bit, or the clitoral shaft above it, hey, wait a minute. I'm going to talk about this on another show, okay? So, you get my mind. You can change it up a little bit and fix it up. And even ways with her to orally please you, so you can change it up a little bit. And there's times, like I said, this is when you have to talk to one another what you want and what you expect, right? Because sometimes you might not have time to fully enjoy each other. Maybe you need a quickie, and this is where you got to communicate each other. I don't care, just get it in me. A lot of women will get into, just put it in me, hurry up, get out of here. And, it's about the mind-body balance we talked about, and the first individual on chat mentioned about the connection. If you guys read each other, you guys will be more sexually satisfied and more together and have terrific connected outcomes sexually in the bed where you're not being dissatisfied. And that's the one thing. That's a big thing about expecting in bed, is not to be dissatisfied. Number one, emotionally, right? Number two, of course, is physically. And if you have no clue, right, how to please your partner, is that your fault or is it your partner's? And if you don't know what your partner wants from you or expects from you in the bed, is that your fault because maybe you're not asking, or maybe what's going on is maybe your partner's afraid to sort of hit that up. And maybe talk about it, like I said, about sexual maturity, being confident with what you want and everything else on numerous shows again, okay? Now, not only you look at, sexual pleasure emotionally and physically, which I'm all about out there, and that you really groove with each other on those levels and pick up on the body language, the vibes, and even, verbally, big time, the moans and the groans and the wiggles and the giggles. And you get my... You boy. I am going to need a freaking cold shower big time. One other thing I want to talk about before ending the show, and I'm going to release what's going on with the show and everything else, some new stuff coming out, is, what happens if sex is disappointing? What do you do? Do you get pissed? Son of a bitch! Oh my God, that's it? What do you mean? Do you get pissed off? Do you act like a spoiled little brat? Or can you talk about, wow, that was really hot. Wow. Oh, wow. And so many people, not only men, women, I should say, I'm sorry. Not only, there's a lot of women out there that are afraid to crush their man, right? The male ego, oh my God, we can't say anything. We can't, it sucked, but we can't say anything. But, there's some men out there that are afraid to also hurt the ladies' feelings as well. And what if sex is disappointing? How would you handle that? Would you run off? Would you rant and rave like a spoiled little child? I don't know how else to say it. Or would you be able to talk about, you know what? It just didn't work for me. I thought we were going to do this, and I thought you'd be more in tune with me, but also take responsibility for maybe your role in it, why it was disappointing to you. Did you not speak up? Did you not speak your mind? Huh? Oh, finish yourself off if they finish first. Ooh, Rhonda, at the beginning of the show, I mentioned that you can both come or get off, but maybe, right? Maybe it was like, I came, yeah, whoopee-doo. It wasn't the toe curling, frickin' roll your eyes back in your head, frickin' finger clenching, whatever, and it's like you got arthritis. You can't unclench those toes and finger type of frickin' orgasm. Or was it like, I know you missed the first test. I'm just ripping on you. You said you missed me on Facebook in class, so don't apologize. I'm just giving you shit. Yeah, no need to apologize. So, you both can come. And it was like, It was like one, I got off, but meh. And a lot of women don't realize that guys have, right? You can come, the guy can come, and he could be like, meh, oh well, yeah, I came, no big deal. Instead of, holy shit, oh my God, that was amazing. Big difference. Just like levels of orgasm and pleasure with women, right, ladies? Fake it, put a fake smile, and never see them again. Nice, typical woman. I'm watching a Disney movie, my kid's 2 feet away. Oh my God, multitasking. You're going to corrupt your damn kids out there, Kim. But, you know what? Like I said, even if your partner gets off, maybe you both get off. Maybe it wasn't satisfying emotionally for you. Maybe it was because you both misread each other, or you didn't communicate about what each other wanted and expected. Are you able to go ahead and do that? Are you able to go ahead and do that so the more satisfying you can be, even during the sexual experience, right? You be emotionally connected, physically connected, right? And I agree. It all depends on the mood you're in, big time, right? All depends on the mood you're in. I'm going to take one last break, and then I'm going to come up and with some extra tips and finish up the show. Thanks for listening. I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. I'll be back with some awesome tips and other new stuff. Thank you. If you're looking for that unique, cool fashion statement, check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. She has hand-painted, hand-designed canvas shoes for you, your loved one. It's an inspirational piece unique to your own taste. Check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. Again, that's Shoes by Shay on Facebook.
This is just another song you'll never hear about a girl I've never met. This is just another lie whispered in your ear so you'll think that I can make it. This is just another ride taken by surprise with no clear end in sight. This is just an empty line you've heard 1,000,000 times that I've used to make it right. A chance meeting in a parking lot, getting high off of a pointless talk. You remind me of the songs I used to fall asleep to. A perfect vision of the melodies that I would sing to. through the radio. This is just a sad attempt, an evening spent at trying to catch your eye. And this is me crying out for attention, so you don't just pass me by. This is just a lucid dream I've made to seem like the best parts of life. And this is just an empty hand with spaces for your fingers laced with mine. Excuse me, I think you're the one I'm meant to find in this life, but I've been lost for quite a while. 'Cause you remind me of the songs I used to fall asleep to. A perfect vision of the melodies that I would sing to. And I've been using every trick I know to send a message through the radio. And I've been talking to strangers, trying to find the same kind of thrill that you provide. I'll leave it alone, I'll give it some time. And I've been writing for hours, living a lie, holding on to the dreams in which we collide, where everything is black and white, but you're so alive. But I've been down this road before, and it never ends well. It never ends well. I'll find myself at the foot of your door, walking on eggshells with every word that leaves my lips. 'Cause I've been chasing ghosts all day, and leaving endings undefined, and keeping it going so I can say I've given my entire life to using every trick I know to send a message through the radio.
Hey, welcome back. Holy cow, I got to turn my headphones down. Sorry about that. That was Eric from Skyway Traffic Now. First time was Rev Right Time. That was Eric. And that was just another song you'll never hear. Check them out. Like I said, both Rev Right Time and Skyway Traffic on YouTube and also on Facebook. I think Ferris has Rev Right Time on Facebook too. Talented gentlemen and class act people. Or I wouldn't be playing them on the show. Okay. Couple closers going on to. I agree. There are times, and I know what to expect in bed. There are times, I agree with the caller, and I talked about this on a few shows a while back about, sort of Dr. David Snarch. I'll give him a plug too. He wrote, back in the 80s, I think it was, Sexual Crucible, and come out with, being comfortable. There are times where maybe you're just in the mood to please your partner, and that's it. Baby, just lay there, and I'm going to take care of you. Don't even worry about me. Or maybe that you can be just comfortable of being done by your partner. A lot of women have a hard time doing this because women by nature, not always, there's some skank hoes out there, women by nature are pleasers, and you know what? They can just give a guy a blowjob, whatever. However, when the roles are reversed and they just are being pleased and it's not about the guy, you know what? Women, you need to be okay with that. And also making love and mention fucking in the chat room. So, you look at, thanks, Kim. They're on Spotify too. Kim mentioned that, Skyway Traffic and Rev Right Time. Thanks for looking them up. They got a bunch of different songs. Like I said, talented individuals. But anyways, so you can be comfortable what to expect. The number one thing, again, is to communicate through body language. Pay attention, pick up on each other's body language, okay? Now, you look at that. Pay attention, body language, moods, facial expressions, and please, 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 please communicate what you freaking expect. If you are shy, work on it. Big time. Grow, evolve, mature sexually, and if you're not in the mood to be ripped your clothes off, say it. Be okay. And you know what? How many guys, I got to do a plug because it was on TV and the second movie's out, but about horrible bosses, the first one, Jennifer Aniston. Oh my God. How many guys would love that? Their woman to be, to sort of love that. And as Chip mentioned earlier in the show, on chat, about what not to expect and be assertive. How many would love their women? You need to watch Horrible Bosses, not to give the movie a plug. And Jennifer Aniston's role as a dentist, oh my God, most guys would freaking love it if their woman were that assertive and aggressive and verbally talk dirty and what they're going to do. It's freaking hot. However, and the control freaks out there won't like that, because they always got to be in control. But most guys, I'm not a control freak, freaking would love it. So that might be tips. Oh, before I leave, a little news. I am going to be taking the show. I'm still going to be doing it through Spreaker, my regular normal format, as you guys on chat and everything. I appreciate all your insights and feedback on chat, as always. More than ever. I definitely appreciate all that, all the support everybody's been giving me. But, so the show's going to stay the same on Spreaker and everything else. However, I am also going to be doing the show through FCC free. That's FCC free radio out of San Francisco, California. And they have, I think John Miller said that's his station out there. He's been a pioneer, radio pioneer for frickin' ever. And I'm going to be doing the show, carrying it through them. It's nationally now, but it's going to be a lot more listeners and everything. He gets close to 1 million listeners on his station a month. So I'm going to be joining them and be doing the show through Spreaker and also through FCCRadio.com. So you can listen on TuneIn, the same mechanisms, no big deal. So I'm excited, and the show will be going on for 2 hours on Sunday evening. So it's going to be 7 and 9 right now. Instead of 8 to 9, it's going to be 7 to 9. I know those with kids, it might be a little rough out there for kids, but hopefully I'll be able to move it even. It'll be 8 to 10 instead of 7 and 9. I got to talk to John and see what opens up out there for timing. But, thanks, Chip. Congrats. No congrats. I got to pay for it. I got to pay for it now. But it's going to help. It's going to help get, hopefully, advertisers and sponsors for the show, so I actually get paid for doing the show. I'm excited. John's a good guy out there, and so hopefully everything goes smooth. And I'm also looking into, I don't ever want to get away from Metro D, Detroit, so I'm also working with a crew out of Detroit as well. So all about, helping more people, that's first and foremost, and hopefully go from there. So I appreciate all the support, all the compliments I get. I'm very humbled by them, even though I'm cocky and a smart ass. I am very humbled by all the support and all the good people out there. As always, I am going to be signing off. I will be back here when... Oh, shoot. You know what? I apologize. No, I won't. I have a meeting in actually Detroit with another radio crew. I'm not going to say their name or anything yet because it's not done. I got to discuss a few things yet. But unfortunately, I won't be on Wednesday. I will be in Detroit Wednesday night trying to work out some deals with another bigwig out of Detroit. So it'll be broadcast through the regular mediums plus other aspects as well. I don't know how else to say it right now. But I appreciate all the insights. I will be back here Sunday night. It will be 7 o'clock now, okay? I'll be on till 9, 7 and 9, and hopefully later on I'll move it to 8 to 10 if we can work that out. That would be cool. So I'll be on for 2 hours now Sunday and 1 hour on Wednesday night for the time being. Thank you, everybody. And as always, much love and much respect to everybody out there. You be safe, okay? Thank you very much for listening. I will take care of everybody. Bye-bye. The Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or The Art of Relationships. Thank you.